This program is brought to you by Hungry Jack's and Bunnings Warehouse.
It's an 11-point win for the 36ers. After testing themselves on the brighter stage and falling short against Melbourne United, the Breakers are back at Fortress Spark, desperate for another win to regain some momentum. Another team looking for momentum, the Adelaide 36ers, and Coach CJ and his Sixers. It's been another roller coaster start to the year, but a huge win against the Cats might be the kickstart that their season needed. Can they notch up another one tonight? Or will the Breakers be back to winning ways? Find out soon. Tip-off is just around the corner. It was a miserable day, gloomy here in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, but hopefully it is hot in Spark Arena here tonight as we kickstart round 5 with the Breakers and the Adelaide 36ers. Crowd is building on a Thursday night nicely. Brooke Rusco here with Casey, Frank, and Case. Bit of a different team here. We saw them last time October 5th, and they've welcomed in a new man by the name of Anthony Lamb. He's been in the NBA, he was playing with Steph Curry and Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, and now he's wearing the pink with the Breakers.
And in the rotation for the Warriors, not a guy who slept buried in the bench, but playing. And when you look at his skill set, varies very much from what Justinian Jessup brought. He's not quite the same gravity as a shooter, but his athleticism and positional versatility will offer the Breakers a lot of options on both ends of the court.
It's a bit of a restart for the Breakers. We expect so much, especially after the year that they had last year. They've gone away a couple games in the USA against the NBA, and then they lost that game against Melbourne United. Is it a bit of a restart tonight?
I think so. That break in the season kind of comes naturally with the change in personnel, and certainly a lot of practice time over there in the States. Are they going to be able to find out what they were deficient at? Not really counting that Melbourne game because, you know, a little bit of jet lag in that one.
It's not just us here tonight, though. Taylor Johnson is in the building as well. Taylor, a big start is a must for the Breakers tonight.
Tēnā kōrua, absolutely the Breakers need to get off to a good start, particularly with the 36ers with their tails up after that last win. But the Breakers have lost the first quarter in 10 out of the last 12 home games, so this crowd here really needs to get up in behind the boys. And I mean, even against Melbourne, they were 3 from 13 beyond the arc in that first quarter, but they came back in the second. But I tell you what, Breakers have won the last 3 games against Adelaide, so recent history is on their side, boys.
Love that. Let's take a look at the ladder for round 5 as we jump into this bad boy, and we expect that with the squad that Melbourne United have had, but they're doing what they do. What are you taking from this roster so far, this ladder so far, Case?
Well, it looks like to me that the Breakers haven't found their feet, but they're still in the 6th, so that's a good start to them. Looking above them, a lot of talent that is kind of jumbled. You see United out above everybody, and to me, the Jack Jumpers are playing some of the best basketball. But those other 4 teams in there in very similar boats to the Breakers. A couple of wins will give them a little bit of an advantage.
Every game's so important in the NBL. Now let's take a look at the fixtures coming up for round 5, and as always, games across the board. But Case, I know that Taipans and Kings game, that's got your name all over it.
It certainly does. I love the way the Taipans play, filled with youth and a couple of Kiwis as well. The Kings are trying to reset. They haven't played great basketball yet. Be interesting if the length and athleticism of that Taipan squad really takes away what the Kings are trying to do.
Well, speaking of length and athleticism, Zylan Cheatham has it better than most. Biggest game that he's had so far as well, 30 points, 5 rebounds against Melbourne United, just showing what he can absolutely do.
And playing with an unbelievable level of efficiency. A 50, 40, 90 guy. Woo! That's 50 from the field, 40 from 3, and 90 from the free throw line. That's Steph Curry-like.
Not bad.
If he can shoot the ball like that from deep, he's going to open up space for everybody else. And we'll see a few more of those highlights that we're hoping to see.
Well, those highlights, we know he can fly. Fly, young man, fly, but it's not just him. There's an uber athletic man on the other team by the name of Jacob Wiley.
Jacob Wiley has been a great pickup for the Sixers team, extremely consistent. He's never too high, never too low. High of 17 points, hasn't scored less than 10. You know what you're going to get out of him, but he can explode athletically. A good rim protector, and the matchup between him and Cheatham will be one to watch tonight. A winner of that could go a long ways towards winning the game.
Well, winning the game, Will McDowell-White has to be huge for the Breakers, has to get going. He was 1 of 8 in the last game, but he's got the keys, and they go as far as he takes them.
He hasn't been shooting the ball great up to this point in the season. Certainly that broken finger has a little bit something to do with that. As he gets more comfortable, I expect his shooting touch to come back, but what's more important is how he distributes. I want to see him attack the rim, get that ball after pulling defenders in, and find those shooters and cutters on the perimeter and as they come to the basket.
Well, we are moments away from tip-off. He will be in there starting 5. Glenn, it's almost showtime.
Yeah, kia ora, Brooke. And a pleasure to be with you for the second or third home game for the Breakers this season. Parker Jackson Cartwright, 21 points per game of 54%. Will McDowell-White, after missing the first game, he's the glue that will really be important for the Breakers. Tom Abercrombie, game number 403 tonight. We just touched on Zylan Cheatham, what an athletic player he is. And the other player is the starting centre, Mango Matiang. And no surprises really, the starting five for their opponents, the 36ers tonight. DJ Vasiljevic, Mitch McCarron, both won NBL titles in the past. Trey Kell, Jacob Wiley, Isaac Humphreys. It's a solid starting five for the 36ers.
Your captain, Tom Abercrombie.
So the Breakers coming into this game after losing 97-88 to Melbourne on the weekend. Here's Chris Reed, Damien Lyons and Marty Davison, who are the referees for the game.
He's an Aussie, the wing lover, number 7.
And Adelaide, of course, coming to this game with a win over Perth. They grounded out 89-78 against the Wildcats. Webster's both doing some damage at various points during that game. Casey Frank.
Good to see you, Glenn.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for filling for Moles. Finally good to have some talent next to me.
Thank you.
But as we get into
Hopefully
this game,
Moses isn't watching.
I think he's a little busy right now over in Francais. But in this game, I'm interested to see how this Breakers team starts off. We talked to Taylor before the game. She mentioned the Stars. It is imperative that the Breakers find a way to get this crowd into it from the very beginning and take the wind out of the sails of the Sixers after a big win against Perth.
Yes, indeed. And of course, they can jump a couple of places up the table as the 36ers win the tip. Vasiljevic with his hands on the ball. Now Mitch McCarron. Fine start to the season for him. Vasiljevic, nice little rotation move from Wiley, who cut baseline. Ball movement.
Offensive rebound. Of course, the Breakers 10th in the competition in rebounding. They have to do a better job on the defensive glass. But I love the offense from the Sixers. They're 10th in offensive efficiency, but all those passes are going to get them some good looks.
Jackson Cartwright, what a player he's been for them so far now. Will McDowell-White looking to get it over Humphreys. Tough ask, that one.
He really just closed that space nicely, taking away the look that Will McDowell-White thought he had on the pass.
Vasiljevic can spot a bit of space down the lane, offloads to Wiley, and there's the first two of the game.
Beautiful pass. He's known as a scorer and a shooter as DJ Vasiljevic, but that pass there, without really knowing exactly where Wiley was, set him up perfectly for that finish.
White. Just need to see the 36ers, a bit of a zone defense. He can't get it to drop one with White. Well, Cheatham's got the ball again. Now Matiang. Cheatham. Oh, there's the first foul, and it's going on Wiley.
Well, that's a really nice move there by Zylan Cheatham. His efficiency from deep encourages Wiley to have to contest that shot, and a little jab step left forces the blowout in the tire of Wiley's shoe there. Nice offense as well. Will McDowell-White 0 for 2 from the field, but I like the aggressiveness. He's coming off a game where he didn't shoot the ball great, but he's attacking the rim, trying to make some good things happen. That's an attitude he needs to stick with.
Well, there's a free throw miss of the season for Cheatham. As he touched on in the intro there, going at 90%. So the Breakers on the board with a free throw. Carry. Wiley looking to put the foot down. Well, White closed the space pretty well. Heels. Here's Cal. Thinking about a three-bit. He had his toenail on the three-point line. Shot clock down to 3 seconds. McCarron forced to go from deep, can't nail it.
Good, solid defense, and then finish it with a rebound, key to the Breakers' fortunes this evening.
Here's Cheatham. Parker Cartwright got oodles of speed as well. What about that pass from McDowell-White? Abercrombie couldn't seal it, but the weak side rebound by Matiang is no good either.
Humphreys defending the paint and the rim very nicely up to this point of the game, forcing more difficult shots than he initially looked.
Vasiljevic, CJ Brute wanting the foul from the referee's not getting it. McCarron, the lovely little pass. Abercrombie trying to defend Wiley here. Sweet from Wiley.
A lot of rotations by the Breakers. They found Jacob Wiley being guarded by Thomas Abercrombie in the mismatch. And he took advantage of it in the post against Thomas Abercrombie, who's got the length, but maybe not the strength to keep him from going where he wants to.
So Wiley has all 4 points for the 36ers early in the match. Here's Cheatham for 3. Oh, yeah!
If he's shooting the ball like that, it really changes the look of this Breakers offense. Fantastic start for him to force Jacob Wiley to guard him. and bite into those pump fakes.
Cheatham's been going great from the three-point line this season, 63%. Kell is not going to get it done. And now Cheatham doing it at both ends. Beautiful rebound from him. There's McDowell White. Must be fun to play with guys like Cheatham and Parker Cartwright. So much speed. Lovely play there, McDowell White. I don't know why he didn't put the shot up there.
Yeah, he shot those first two aggressively, but that was one when he should have. Not a lot of defensive abilities at the rim when DJ's the only one in there.
Abercrombie, in the post with Whitey again. Whitey's going to fancy himself, maybe a little fadeaway. No, it's feeding it nicely to Humphries. That was good patient play.
It really was. All the defenders were turned and looking at him because of his success last time down, and he took advantage by finding Isaac Humphries at the dots for the finish.
36-3 from 6 from the field. Breakers 1 from 5 early in the match. Here's Cheatham again. Abercrombie. Shot clock down to single figures. Parker Cartwright. Oh, yes.
He's such a difficult player to guard. That speed, you have to worry about him getting to the cup at all times. But with that pull-up in his bag, you can score from pretty much anywhere on the court.
It's so exciting to play with those guys with speed.
Lots of speed. I can't wait to see him out in transition.
Parker Cartwright almost stealing it, and there's a foul on Vasiljevic. He gets his first 2 of the game, and he's going to the line to shoot one.
Averaging 4 steals a game, you can't blame Parker Jackson Cartwright for going for that steal, but when you don't get it in the post especially, you're setting up your teammates in a bad spot to try and help you out. DJ Vasiljevic with a nice little runner, taking away the shot blocking ability of the help coming towards him. Takes the hoop, takes the harm, and off to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
A lovely little teardrop shot from DJ Vasiljevic. 16 points per game and 32% this season. And there he converts the free throw for a 3-point lead with just under 6 to play in the first.
And still finding his feet, obviously, but what I like in his role is what a good distributor he is. He really did a nice job against Perth of finding other players getting involved, but he can do it both ways.
Lamb's out there and he nails his first shot in his very first seconds, really, on this court.
And a deep one as well. That's that NBA range coming out, very comfortable with it. Justinian Jessup may be known as a better shooter, but if Anthony Lamb shoots like that, he'll slide in nicely.
The upper is out on the court as well for the Breakers. There's Vasiljevic, a lovely fadeaway. That's sweet.
Not too often DJ Vasiljevic gets to have that post-up opportunities, but he's got the advantage, and every team in this league works Parker Jackson Cartwright in the post to try and take advantage of his deficiencies in height.
There's Parker Cartwright looking to put a move on. Vasiljevic, Liafa. Shot clock down to 7, Liafa. That's good commitment by Kell. Oh, he can't get it to a teammate though, Mathieu. Well, the shot clock expired. Modi Ma'u is fuming.
Yeah, he wants the foul, but Humphries is playing very well, defending without fouling, protecting that paint.
Humphries can't find Wiley, and here comes Lamb. Oh, Lamb is fouled. Hang on.
That's a goaltend.
That's a goaltend,
basket interference. So I think somebody might have gotten their hand on the net. So maybe not a goaltending per se, but a basket interference. Somebody got the rim, possibly the net, after see that beautiful help by Anthony Lamb. And this is what I can't wait to see with this new look Breakers lineup. Transition game, that's what it was. It was a hand on the net as the ball was up there. Might not have had a real effect on the missed shot, but the rule's the rule.
Well, they'll take the 2 case.
You always take the 2. They don't ask you how you made it, they ask you if you made it.
Well, what about Lamb? He's been out there for like a minute, 2 baskets and a steal at the other end. Vasiljevic can't nail that one, and up goes Finn Delaney for the rebound now for the Breakers. There's Jackson Cartwright. Now we'll settle it down. Maybe look to go baseline here. Delaney couldn't get the ball. They defended that well. The 36 are on the fast break here. And Vasiljevic is fouled and just avoids a photographer.
Well, fantastic pace. Hopefully DJ's okay. He's up there in that second row. Getting up a little bit slowly. Hopefully he didn't hit anything too checking looks all right. Checking on everybody else. Good man, good man. Making sure the Muppets and the photographer are okay. So no concerns for DJ, but the pace with which he pushed that mirror image of Parker Jackson Part right there. That kind of transition opportunities will help lift that offensive rating for the Sixers, which is down there towards the bottom of the league in the 10th spot.
Vasiljevic is going to the line again. Such coach. He will be a very key player for Adelaide this season.
What a start he's off to. 5 points already, 1 rebound, 1 assist. His ability to contribute in all those categories is what Coach C.J. Bruton is hoping will lift this offense out of the doldrums in this early season and get them back towards their winning ways.
Well, I wonder what's going through C.J. Bruton. Said such a key player for the Breakers 15 or so years ago. And there's Vasiljevic nailing his 2 free throws, 13-11.
I'll tell you what he's thinking. I own this building. Give me a win in this building I own.
Well, good luck, CJ. You're going to need it. Jackson Cartwright. Delaney beyond the arc. Oh, that looked good. The moment it left the middle finger.
It just looks so pure right now. He is extremely locked in. The Breakers shooting the ball extremely well. They lead the league in three-point shooting, 75% right now, 3 for 4 in the quarter.
Dash caught near the halfway line. Now McCarron. Yaffa marking him. McCarron. Humphries disputing the ball, but it's been taken away by Cheatham. Here's Cheatham again. Working one with Vasiljevic. He's a clever defender as well.
Mismatch in the post there. Zalman Cheatham solid. Immediately recognized, went to the post. Nice job of in that semi-transition of seeing the advantage and using it immediately as we take a second look at Finn Delaney from deep. Nice pass back from Barker Jackson Cartwright. Then now on the break, I got the mismatch. I'm coming in. Good convincing of the officiating crew, I think, that time by Zalman Cheatham.
Now, Casey, what do you think about this lineup here? Cheatham moving into centre. I mean, you touched on it, and it's been mentioned several times that the Breakers are a bit small this season. What do you think?
Well, when he plays center, they certainly do get smaller, but that's when they have to take advantage in other areas. Finn Delaney and Anthony Lamb are going to have to really contribute on the glass at these times. Isaiah Yaffa, an excellent rebounder at the same time. So as a group, they have to get in on the glass and keep the Adelaide 36ers from doing damage on the old boards.
Breakers up by 3 with just under 3:30 to play, and a bit of full court pressure coming as well from the Yaffa. As a reminder that this team is here to play defense as well. Kadee is out there now. Dash into Wiley. Bit of a size mismatch there against Liapa. Oh, he's traveled. Goodness me.
Well, Jacob Wiley doesn't quite think that's what happened, but the Breakers doing just enough. They'll take that possession and try and work up this 3-point lead that they've been able to build. This is a long switchy lineup right now outside of Barker Jackson Cartwright. Look for them to switch a lot of these screens.
Some real offensive firepower in this Breakers lineup, that's for sure. Cheatham, shot clock down to 10 again. Cheatham trying to squeeze between defenders, does so nicely.
There's that efficiency I'm talking about with his game right now. He is locked in offensively. He just doesn't take bad shots.
8 points for Cheatham. He's shooting at 100% for them with free throws. Here's Dash for a 3. Oh, yes, that's a great shot from Sunday Dash.
Yeah, they really need that shot from Sunday Dash. His ability to shoot from deep is something that can help lift this offensive ability too. And if he hits that, it'll open up some driving range for some of those other perimeter players.
There's Parker.
Speed.
Jackson Cartwright, absolutely.
Just so much speed for PJC. Always putting pressure on defenders to stay in front. And I don't know how you do it. He is as fast as anybody I've seen play over here. The ability to put pressure on the defenders in that one-on-one situation, that backline of defense at the same time. You have to rotate over so quickly, and if you do, that's when he gets the skip pass.
There's Trenton Flowers out there, the 18-year-old, one of the next star players in the league this season. Of course, the Breakers have one of those as well, Rubstavchis. Looking forward to seeing him out there at some point.
And interesting, he comes in this early, didn't get a lot of playing time in the last round, and it led to some success, but he has had some big games this year. But in the preseason, Barker Jackson Cartwright absolutely mauled him when he was trying to bring the ball up the court, and that's one of the reasons that he's gone down, but PJC's out for now.
Jason Kadee. Lead was 18-13 a moment ago. Chance for them to close to them 1 now, and off the ball play here. Going against Lamb, is it?
A little bit too aggressive, might have been with the grab. And he's trying to come off that screen, trying to stay connected.
Guys, just low.
So Lamb picks up his first foul.
Let's keep it going, Regulation defense.
Shot clock still at 15. Torrey Smith-Milner, good to see a Kiwi in this Adelaide lineup this season. Galloway, of course, a former Breakers player out there now. Desh, shot clock down to 4 seconds. Galloway going to post up here on the Lithuanian. And it's tipped in there by Smith-Milner. I think it was him. Yes, it was. 2 points to him.
Flowers, Smith-Milner, one of those both got in there. Great, a crash on the weak side, and the offensive rebound starting to tick up. That's the third that the Sixers have been able to corral here in the quarter.
McDowell White. Oh, yes!
That is a beautiful pick and roll play. So difficult to pick your poison. That time they chose Torrey.
That was pleasant, wasn't it?
Pleasant. That is delightful, I'd say. It was delightful going.
Here's Kadee. Shot clock down to 8. Lovely ball into Smith-Milner. Smashing time. But the foul is going to go against the Breakers.
Yeah, it's on. Mustafa's just underneath the cup. He's just a little bit out of position. As we take a second look at the lob, look at Will McDowell White's pressure on the rim drew 2 defenders there. They both went to him. Nobody went to Cheatham. Got that mixed match there leading to the easy finish. And Cheatham, 10 points, 3 for 3 from inside the arc, 1 for 1 from outside of it, and 3 for 4 to go along with 4 boards. He goes to the bench. Breakers are going to need to pick it up to replace that kind of production.
Exactly. He's got the broomstick out. He's sweeping up at the moment, Cheatham. Here's the big Kiwi, Torrey Smith-Milner. Of course, he went to the World Cup with the Tall Blacks.
Played a reserve role there. His shooting so important to what they run offensively. His physicality off the bench important for the Sixers team as well. He needs to pick it up as that backline defender at all times to cover up those defensive rebounds.
It's a big body. He has 4 points to Kiwi. Here's McDowell White looking to work off Delaney. Gets it back to Delaney. Here's Lamb for a 3. Well, the Breakers didn't smooth in that offensive play.
I loved it. The double attack of the rim, making them rotate multiple times, and the quick swing pass to catch the defense, just like Sunday Ditch caught the defense on that drive before the help could come over. Adelaide has been responding well, but both teams looking pretty smooth offensively.
It's a 2-point game inside the last minute. McDowell White doesn't get the roll off the rim. Flowers has it smashed. Oh, that is classic Finn Delaney right there.
Flowers in the preseason against the Breakers gave up the ball a couple times as Finn Delaney just says, I am not going to let you inbound this one. And a smart move allows the Breakers to set up the press. But what it does do is only leaves 2.2 second differential between the shot and game clock. So they may get an opportunity depending on when the Sixers get this shot up on the possession. Last quarter, Glenn. It has been back and forth the entire time.
Virtually hardly any stoppages, and I love this pressing, as you said here, by the Breakers. Now they pull out of it as Kadee comes forward. So there will be one more possession after this one. Flowers.
Whoa.
Flowers. Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Stop
wow.
it.
I love it. Get the young fellow the ball on the run, take away the ability to have him start that possession, clear the space with that handoff, and he explodes on the rim. What a finish for the next star.
Surprised the net is still on the basket. There's Lamb right on the buzzer. Can't nail it. So that's the end of the first quarter. A very entertaining one. And it's the Breakers up by 2, 26-24. Breakers up by 2 as we start the second quarter. It's 26-24. Taylor Johnson, you got something?
Absolutely, man. I would tell you what, you'd think Modi's team was down by about 20 points with how animated he was in that break. But I can tell you the main message was defense to cut down that second pass. They said, let's try some man on in this instance. So let's see if they can implement that in the second quarter.
And Brooke Rusco.
Yeah, quick one from Adelaide 36ers there. They need to look after the ball. 4 turnovers in there first, but it was the turnovers that were giving sloppy ones. And you see another one there. Protect the ball, get out and run. They like to start, let's protect the ball.
Yeah, good stuff, Brooke. That was their 5th turnover. They just conceded there, the 36ers. The Breakers have conceded just 2.
How about that offense in the first quarter? Both teams 9 for 16 from the field at 56%. The Breakers, decent from 3 at 80%, 4 for 5, really doing well. Both teams also getting to the line. High efficiency on the offensive end. I'm going to say it's good offense, not bad D.
Yeah, feels very even, doesn't it? There's plenty of athleticism on both these teams. Still can't get that dunk from Flowers out of my head. There goes Parker Cartwright. Nice kick out pass to Lamb. Lamb looking away to work on this. He's so quick.
Nations offensively really impressive. Sunday Dutch had good defense there, but the strength, the length, and the step through gets Lamb the bucket.
So hard to defend, isn't he? 10 points to Lamb now. 10 to Cheatham as well. There's Flowers hustling up. And he's going to go to the line to shoot a couple.
Well, they're trying to take advantage of that height that he has down there on the post. And that dunk, that highlight dunk at the end of the quarter should give him some things. As we look at the Harvey Norman replay on the step through, Sunday Dutch gets scored on. And then Parker Jackson Cartwright giving up a lot of height to Flowers there. He uses it to his advantage and has a chance to cut the lead back to 2 again.
Well, here's Flowers. He's only 18. Only 18. Doesn't turn 19 till March next year.
Young fella. And a talented young fella.
He's nominated for the draft next year too. And he gets that free throw, so he has 3 points.
Always good for a young player to get off to a good start, feel that momentum. Good to have the ball in hand as well to give him that confidence.
Jackson Cartwright. Here's Lamb again. High off the rim. Delaney's got it. Very nice offensive rebound. Parker Cartwright. Well, he could have driven to the hoop there. Delaney with the fake on Galloway, but he drives it home and gets it and one.
Well, I think Parker Jackson Cartwright expected Xylem Cheatham to cut to the basket on that one for the finish. That's how he tried to set it up. When he didn't come in, the extra pass and another penetration from Finn Delaney puts pressure on that back line of defense and puts him into multiple rotations. They couldn't get back around quickly enough, so he gets that finish and stretches the lead back to 5.
He has 5 points. Finn Delaney.
The efficiency with which these teams are playing offensively right now is just really impressive. Playing with a lot of pace, unselfishness, setting good screens, and making the correct decisions.
Back to a 6-point game in favor of the home team. Hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever you're watching this game. Galloway wide open for a 3. And here's Delaney with the rebound, uncontested. Looks to put a move on his Tall Blacks teammates. Oh, Finn Delaney, yeah.
Beautiful touch on display by Finn Delaney as he scores point number 8. Perfect from the field. Look at the burst right there, just attacking that left arm. Not a lot of contact from Tohi Smith-Milner. So a little bit unfortunate when he picks up his first there, but the aggressiveness of Finn Delaney in transition is rewarded. And I love him when he gets to start the break, gets that rebound, his ability to go from defense to offense, such a weapon for the Breakers when he's playing that 4 spot.
Can't get the 3-point play, but no, it is going to be 36's ball. Delaney's got 8 points. His margin's as big as it has been in the game now at 8. So Kell is back out there now, Trey Kell. His hands on the ball right now. Vasiljevic is back out there.
Good for him to be out there. I'll tell you, good start, 7 points. They need his offense.
Do indeed. They look more effective. Well, Galloway's just lost it stone cold. There's Delaney on the fast break.
Just got caught.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, got caught in between places. The Sixers transition D did a good job of running to that corner to take away that late pass to Parker Jackson Cartwright. And Finn Delaney just got caught in the air with few options that turned to no options.
Breakers shooting at 60%. It's rising. Adelaide's still going at 53. 3-point shooting, though, is 1 from 4 at 25%. Breakers 67 in the threes. Very impressive. They missed just 2 from 6. Here's Kadee. Kell. Got Wiley into a bit of space. Beautiful rebound from Humphries. That's very impressive from Isaac Humphries.
Well, he's the leading scoring center in the league of the players who have qualified. He's got 4 points now and 2 for 3, but 5 rebounds. That's key to continue to attack that glass and create opportunities.
Parker Cartwright wide open.
Breakers really rotating the space nicely, filling in the lanes from the drivers by rotating back out, creating passing lanes, and used it to advantage end, almost stretching it to 10.
Vasiljevic, though, responds nicely.
Well, he's in double figures now with his first triple of the ball game. And in his NBL career, he has hit more threes against the Breakers than anybody else in the competition.
Well, Parker Cartwright making a nuisance of himself there. Should have nailed that layup, though. And with all due respect to him, 6-point game. Kadee coming back down court. Here's Wiley. That was an ambitious pass, and it's going to be Breakers' ball.
The quarter-time message was we need to take care of the basketball. They're not doing a great job of it. 7 turnovers now, and they're just biting off a little bit more than they could chew with that pass there. It's not a bad pass. It's not a bad read. But if you don't execute it properly, it ends up in a turnover. It's an unselfish play. It's not a bad play, but if it's not executed properly, that's when it becomes a turnover.
Those turnovers up to 7 now for Adelaide. That's 2-1 in their favour. That's Yang trying to screen there for Jackson Cartwright. Lovely fake, and that's a very nice jump shot from the free throw line.
He's just always under control. He's at 8 points now. On shooting the ball very well himself. Love the use of the shot fake, and another turnover.
CJ Briggs had enough. He's called a timeout.
As he should. He gave him the message he wanted to take better care of the ball, and it's not a forced one. It's just a little bit careless with the basketball or too quick with the passes. We take PJC with the jump shot. Use of the up fake, clearing the space, dropping 2.
All right, well, let's hear from Modi Ma'or now. He's been after defensive improvements.
Coach, on the defensive end, the Breakers have been struggling a bit, coming up towards the bottom of the competition. Is there a key to it that you can see outside of trying to rebound that ball better and get better possessions?
Yes, definitely. We can be better in many areas. We divide them into 2. It's what we do, and then it's how we do it, and in both these areas, we're not good enough.
Looking at the starts to games recently at home, you've been struggling a little bit, losing, I believe it's 10 out of the last 12 games. You've lost that first quarter. How can you get off to a better start, get the team fired up for the home beat to get off to a better beginning?
Not every sequence of events is a pattern. We've been starting against different teams with different lineups. I don't see a common thread into how we start games. We want to win every possession. It's the first one and the last one. Doesn't matter to us.
Appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
Modi Ma'or, always the eyes that get me.
I just love that statement. Not every sequence is a pattern. You know, some things are happening, but it's not happening. Let's hear from Brooke Roscoe, who was just in the Adelaide 36ers huddle.
Yeah, listening to that timeout right there, and obviously the big one is turnovers. You've got to protect the ball. It's the loose turnovers, the careless turnovers. But the Achilles heel of this team has been the second quarter, and it's got them again. They need to close out this quarter, go onto the half with a little bit of momentum, but they just keep getting caught up on this second quarter, and it all starts with those turnovers. You cannot let the Breakers get out and run and get those easy shots.
Nothing like treasuring possession. Absolutely.
That ball is gold. Got to treat it like it.
It's McDowell White. It's Young creating space for him nicely. McDowell White shooting not quite as perhaps efficient as he'd like it at the moment. Here's Parker going baseline again. In the end, McDowell White's going to cool it off. Shot clock down to 3. And that's rebounded by Humphries.
0 for 5 where McDowell White is now, but he needs to stay aggressive, put pressure on the defense, and keep his confidence high in his ability to make the shot.
Just down on confidence, it appears. Vasiljevic. Oh, that's lovely reading again by Delaney. He's having a fantastic match. There's Parker Cartwright. Oh, smashed out of his hands. Vasiljevic has it.
Wiley making up for the mistake on one end as he got another turnover, but comes back and takes away the shot attempt by PJC in transition.
Delaney almost pitched one again off Wiley. And here comes Jackson Cartwright again. It's high-pace intensity game. Delaney wide open for a three-pointer. Only had more time to get settled there, Casey.
Yeah, probably could have gotten something better out of that one. McDowell White and Parker Jackson Cartwright both being really unselfish. Maybe a little selfishness in attacking the rim was what was called for.
So it remains an 8-point game. Vasiljevic, Mitch McCarron. Vasiljevic with less than 4 on the shot clock. Can't nail it. That little teardrop worked well from earlier. Ooh, early pass to Cheatham. It's Matiang. Matiang has lost the ball. So busy for both teams at the moment, Casey.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy it's become. 4 turnovers for the Breakers, but 9 for the Sixers. Just need to shoot the basketball, and both teams have the ball in great position.
A basket just to settle down. The 36ers in particular. It's much needed. Here's Humphries. That's got authoritative play right there.
Oh, lovely. Lovely footwork. Coming to the middle, forcing Matiang to respect and take away that middle of the key and straight to that left shoulder drop step spin move for the finish.
Jackson Cartwright putting the foot down, and he's lured a foul out of number 34. That's Vasiljevic. It's going to be a second foul.
Taking a second look at the move from Humphries. Look at that. Matiang does well to slide over and get off, but the counter by Humphries gets the bucket, and then we take a look at Vasiljevic trying to stay in front of Parker Jackson Cartwright and unable to do so. Timeout to the Breakers as they want to discuss things before these free throws from PJC.
Yeah, Linda, a bit of a breather at the moment with a 6-point game at the moment.
Another free throw, I'm done. Floater, you're done. Is this clear? Attack and kick. I want multiple actions, and you're not doing it. That is not the offense. You don't play one-on-one with Humphries. That's not your job. You don't have a layup, you put the ball in the middle. And then he gets you on an ISO to his right hand. This is not the way to play. Now we're up, and you're good. You're going to get a breather after this. We need to get the ball moving.
One on this side.
Show well. I'll play. Let's go. Shake up for Will. Touch it all the way to the elbow string. All right? Play. Come on, boys. Come on, come on, come on.
Let's go, man. Play hard on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, 38-32, 4 minutes left to play. Well, let's get Taylor Johnson's reaction to Modi. Taylor.
Well, the message was really clear with the Breakers. It was just stop hesitating. They said any look to take it. We just want some points. They said if you got a mid-range jumper, take it. Don't always try and force going straight up into the paint as well. Just take any available shots when they're there.
Well, 3 players have 10 points for the Breakers, Land, Cheatham and Delaney. Vasiljevic has 10 for the 36ers. He's a leading scorer for them.
Breakers came into this game leading the league in free throw percentage at 84%. Not quite there today, just 5 for 9.
6 from 10 now. And Jackson Cartwright's coming out. And here comes good start for Chis, who's out there. Next star player from Lithuania. I wonder how he's enjoying his New Zealand experience. Here comes Humphreys.
Who doesn't enjoy their New Zealand experience?
Exactly. That's why you're still here after all these years.
I certainly am.
There's Humphreys and Wiley. Cal. Good defense by the Breakers. Shot clock down to 5. Humphreys putting up the three-pointer. Offensive rebound by Wiley. Cal with a quick reply, and they get the 3 after all.
So second chance opportunities are absolutely killing the Breakers this season. The 5th offensive rebound of the game leads to that triple, and they close the gap to 4.
Those were the first points in the game for Trey Cal. Now Will McDowell-White. Mustafa, yes!
The next star with his first shot in the Breakers building hits the 3 to the delight of the crowd, and showing off that skill set that makes him the next star.
Well, he's gone at 2 points per game this season, but he hasn't missed a field goal yet. Yes, Humphreys, beautiful backdoor pass, and there is a hammer time there, right there on Wiley.
Well, you can see how willing this team is as passers. They all want to give that extra one up. No selfishness in this group. A beautiful little bounce pass into the pocket by Isaac Humphreys there, creating the opportunity for Jacob Wiley, who will now
They had a little side spin on it.
little English, playing some billiards out there.
That was very nice from Isaac Humphreys.
We're looking at a replay here. I think they may be looking to see if there was basket interference at some point when the ball's up on the rim. Take it.
So a slight pause here with a 7-point game. Chris Reed, Damien Lyons, Marty Davison.
Taking a good look at exactly this right here to see what's happening. To me, did it hit that backboard first before Dane Pinot hit it? Seeing at this angle. Thinks it looks like it's at the same time, but we'll have to take the word now. Oh, so they were looking to see if it was an unsportsmanlike foul. Sorry, I got that wrong.
So Rustapchis is just going to concede the personal foul.
Yeah, so nothing untoward. Just hit him in the head. No big deal, just hit him in the head, Glenn. That's fine.
So here's Wiley. He's got 5 points in the game. First trip to the line tonight. So a couple of subs coming back in for the Breakers, Delaney and Lamb. Some pretty decent firepower the Breakers have to bring back on. Good depth in their squad this season.
Solid depth. A lot of deep teams across the conference this season. Everybody can play, man. I mean, one of the tightest seasons we've had in recent years. The margin of difference just over 10 points per game. Just showing that evenness of the league overall.
McDowell-White finally getting some help. Oh, yeah!
Oh, my goodness. Bouncy. Zylan Cheatham is bouncy. South Mountain High School to above the rim. Nice finish there. A nice find from William McDowell-White. Not having the best day shooting the basketball, but already up to 5 assists.
Yeah, that was beautiful play from McDowell-White that time. Humphreys almost loses the ball. Tries to work on Cheatham, and it's Delaney. He's crashing inside there, and it's going to be Humphreys to go to the line to shoot a couple.
Oh, that's a beautiful little change of pace and direction. He just lulls him to sleep, but nothing sleeping on that play right there. McDowell-White knew that one was coming. Really nice set by Cheatham to get himself up and above the rim. There's no stopping that. A well-delivered pass and that leaping ability, that's a bucket.
Looked good on the Harvey Norman replay, didn't it?
It certainly does. It certainly does.
There's Humphreys. Unlikely the way Humphreys is playing.
He's just been so aggressive when he gets the ball, but not forcing everything. Taking what's been given to him, making that extra pass when it comes around. 7 points, 8 rebounds here in the first half.
Yeah, that's well in excess of his season's average. I know we're early in the season, but they have played 7 games to this point in the 36. He's only been going at 5 per game, so he's on 8 now. Now Lamb back to 5. And beautiful fake there, and got the foul, and he's going to the line.
Well, he's just so patient offensively. He's not affected by the defensive pressure, really. He's going through his set, reading and reacting to what's coming his way, and taking the shot he wants to get. Gets Trey Cal a little off balance because of that spin move, then in the air. Takes that harm, couldn't get the kiss, but a chance to stretch this 5-point lead to 7 with a couple of free throws here.
Yeah, he's good, Lamb, isn't he? Well, he played, how many games did he play for in the NBA? It was about 90-odd, wasn't it?
Tremendous pickup, and actually playing, was in that rotation for the Golden State Warriors at the end of last year. Was essentially a cap casualty. They couldn't afford to keep him because of how high that salary cap was last year and bring him into the playoffs. Otherwise, he would have gotten even more games.
Yeah, 94 games in the NBA across 3 different teams, as we see McCarron. During the last 2 minutes now of this first half, Humphries having a strong game. Beautiful pass. And that time, it's McCarron who finishes, and Humphries continues to have a big impact.
Doing it all. 8 points, 8 boards, 2 assists now after dishing that one to McCarron. Love his movement without the basketball. You can see he started that possession out beyond the 3-point line, and the young who established this, he just lost that rotation, lost sight of Mitch McCarron, and that's why he's heading to the bench right now. Parker Jackson Cartwright's coming back in. You can't turn and face the ball. Got to go ball, you, man. Keep an eye on all 3. You don't actually have to keep an eye on yourself, though. I think I got that part wrong.
4-point game. Beautiful play from McCarron and from Humphries. Jackson Cartwright back out there now. Here's Lamb. Cheetah with that explosive pace. Now Lamb with a 3-pointer. Up goes Delaney trying to get the ball. Can't get it off Wiley. Now McCarron. Some of them to close, perhaps. 2 of them 1 point as it's come off Lamb. 16 on the shot clock. Couple of subs. Vasiljevic coming back in. So is Jason Kadib. McCarron coming out.
CJ Burton's really trying to find that rotation that he can get the most efficiency out of. Working a lot of DJ Vasiljevic and letting Kadib and McCarron essentially split time right now.
Here's Dish. Trying to work on McDowell White. Shot clock down to 3 seconds. Dish to well to create space for himself. And that's great commitment right there from Will McDowell White. And here comes Jackson Cartwright. Oh, Lamb didn't put the shot up. McDowell White just salvaged it. That was close.
The only person who didn't know that Anthony Lamb was shooting that shot was Anthony Lamb.
Exactly.
Everybody thought it was going up.
Shot clock down to 7. Here's Delaney.
Soft touch. What is that, velvet? That was so soft. Unbelievable little finger roll.
He's put the B in subtle right there. Vasiljevic. Last 30 seconds. Nice pass to Humphries. But again, Delaney shut the space down from on the baseline.
Breaker's got no answer for the hump right now. He's attacking the rim out of that on ball in the post catch when they're sending extra players to him. He's making that pass, but take a look at the Finn Delaney soft bounce into the rim on the high roller on the other end. Humphries repays the favor, the foul off the pass from Vasiljevic.
Let's make some. We'll make some what?
Mitch McCarron coming back in. Or is he? Not yet.
After this, you're gonna have to wait till after the free throws. Wasn't there before.
There's Humphries had an excellent first half.
Soft touch is everywhere.
Curse on him.
Soft touch is everywhere. Finn Delaney on one side. This side, Isaac Humphries hits every butt of the rim and still drops it. 9 points, looking for 10 here.
Which he gets 10 points and 8 rebounds. Fantastic first half from Isaac Humphries.
Came in averaging 13 points per game. So to have this kind of production in the first half, it's vital for the Sixers to try and steal this win on the road with 25 seconds left here in the quarter.
Well, important last 20 seconds coming up here. Breakers would love a 6-7 point lead, maybe. Jackson Cartwright, shot clock down to 6. Just short. And now Wiley with 7 seconds. Here comes McCarron. McCarron, they're looking for a 3, and they can't set up Jason Kadee. Still 3 seconds left in this first quarter. There's going to be a timeout for the Breakers. They look to cook something up.
There's been 2 stories for me. It's the way the Adelaide 36ers are attacking that paint, owning that painted area, both on the glass and passing the ball in there, but their inability to take care of the basketball. 10th turnover here in the first half. Passing the ball well, 11 assists, but those turnovers have dug them a hole that they've almost been able to dig out of, only down 4 points.
Well, it's all about defense here for CJ Bruton and the 36ers.
2, 3, 4. Who's the 5th one? Sunday, 5. Hey, the ball's right here. So again, match it up. We're not guarding this guy. KG, you're there. Anything at the basket is yours. We match up, and again, force everything. Everything's going to get caught in the corner. So we deny that. Sit in here. Make them throw all the way on the other side. If they catch it here, if the pick comes up, we switch that. Switch under, go on the outside. Okay? Chase your guy. No, we're not guarding him now.
Good question by the young fella. He's all over it. If you don't ask the question, you might have done it, then you'd be in trouble.
Exactly. And he's there. Let's get some reaction from Taylor Johnson. Taylor.
Well, the Breakers, they've got multiple options. It looks like it is going to go to Lamb, but they've just told everyone, sprint down into that hoop and let's make it really confusing. That was the word, make it confusing for the other team.
Yeah, it's always a good strategy, but can they execute it? That's the question. Cam Glennon's out there for the last 3 seconds. Here comes Jackson Cartwright. And then he's close to nailing it, but no cigar for Jackson Cartwright on that last play. But the Breakers, after leading at 2 at quarter time, 26-24, have extended their lead to 4. It's 48-44 at the break.
Yeah, impressive first half by both teams, showing a lot of efficiency. And let's hear from the guys who are out there on the court as Brooke Roscoe's over there with DJ Vasilovic.
Yeah, here with DJ at halftime. Big thing from CJ there was turnovers and sloppy turnovers. That really hurt you guys, but to only be down 4 at halftime, you got to take some positivity out of that.
100%, but again, we're basketball players and we always emphasize the mistakes. So I think we had two straight runs of 4 turnovers in a row, and that kind of hurt. You know, we could be up by now, but you know, there's 2 halves, so we had to come out 20 minutes, play a great game.
I know you love this arena. You've killed so many fans in here before as well, but how do you guys cut into this lead and get it done in the second?
I think we just have to come out real strong the first 3 or 4 minutes. Always the third quarter started off right, try to hush the crowd a little bit, and then go from there, because anything can happen in this game.
You just made your 200th career 3. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thanks. I didn't even know. There you go.
Anthony Lamb is here as well. Welcome to the league. Welcome to Spark Arena as well. You guys have had a slow start. It's kind of been the Achilles heel of the Breakers, but you got it done. What was the difference tonight?
We just met with intensity. That's the biggest focus of the last 2 days, just playing hard, playing more physical, just attacking on offense, on defense, and that's what we brought tonight.
Second chance opportunities have really killed you as well. You guys have to tidy that one up in the second.
Yeah, it's going to be a point of emphasis, so we're going to take it into halftime and come out better in the second half.
Welcome to the league.
Anthony Lamb there, and it's halftime here. The Breakers leading by 4, 48-44.
Welcome back to halftime here at Spark Arena as we take a look at the Hungry Jack halftime highlights between the Breakers and the 36ers. The Breakers go up 4 at halftime. Case, what'd you see?
Well, it's a lot of pace. Both teams really pushing things, putting a lot of pressure on the opposition's defenses. I don't think the defenses are in bad position, but they're not having a lot of effect. We've seen the highlights above the rim. The Sixers attacking the rim and controlling the glass.
To me, it feels like this game's open for someone to take. There were sloppy patches from both sides halfway through their second quarter, but no one really took it.
Yeah, I think that's it exactly. We've seen a couple of bursts from both teams at times, but they've done themselves in with their own mistakes, those unforced errors. As we heard DJ Vasiljevic say, 2 strings of 4 turnovers each. That's just not good enough in the first half.
Well, speaking of that man himself as well, so we'll take a look at the stats here first. And the 3 ball there from the Breakers is looking pretty well. But one thing for the 36ers is they've killed teams all year on those rebounds and get to the free throw line too.
Getting to the free throw line and playing with high efficiency. It's the Breakers who are leading the league in free throws coming in, but 13 for 14 for the Sixers has them right in this ball game. But the rebounds for me, that is the most important thing. The Breakers have to cut down that ability there, or the Sixers are going to sneak away and win on the road.
Well, one man who knows how to win this building is DJ Vasiljevic. He's made more threes against the Breakers than any other team, and he's going against tonight. He was busy from the jump, 10 points right now, and you know at any moment he can take this game over.
Absolutely, and it's not just his scoring ability that the Breakers have to fear, but his passing as well. As he started things off with that beautiful drop-off there, posting up Parker Jackson Cartwright, showing off that soft touch, 10 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and doing his damage in a variety of ways to back down the post. The triple as he hit number 200. Nice little drop of nugget there.
I got you. Now, one man who picked up where he left off from the last game is Zylan Cheatham. We know how explosive he is. We saw a couple of those plays where Will McDowell-White just throw it up at the rim and he's going to go get it. But he came out with an aggressive mindset tonight.
Aggressive mindset, really good action with him out of the down ball. We've also seen him shooting the ball well from behind the arc. If he can, that shooting ability gives him so much more space. Defenders have to come up and get in front of him, opening up with the opportunities for the drives.
Well, the bench mode's been great as well. When you have someone like Finn Delaney coming off the bench, it does not hurt, does it?
No, absolutely not. The way he's shooting the basketball right now, soft touch, 12 points for himself, as well as Cheatham and Lamb, 36 between them. Finn Delaney, he's doing it from deep. He's doing it with the hustle, the extra play, and he's also doing it with the drives to the rim. Nothing really is stopping getting in his way. He's trying to basically picking which way he wants to beat the Sixers here in the first half.
Well, there's no ifs, ands, muts, or babies about this. This league, you have to get wins. When you're at home, you have to get those wins. Who's going to win this one tonight, and where is it going to be won and lost?
Well, I think the Breakers have to keep the 36ers off the free throw line, and they have to do a better job of controlling the glass. That'll give them the advantage. For the Sixers, if they take care of the basketball, they're up 10 points. So that's the entire story for them. Better taking care of the basketball is going to lead to better efficiency.
How good is Anthony Lamb? He comes into the squad. He's played 1 game over in Melbourne. He played a couple games over in the NBA as well with the Breakers, but he's come in here and he just set it on fire.
Yeah, he's a tremendous weapon offensively. We've seen his touch from outside. We've seen his ability in the post as well. And I like what he offers defensively. He's got great length. His switch ability, his positional versatility, I think is going to be extremely important for the Breakers moving forward this season.
Well, a win is a must for one of these teams. Halftime is almost done. We will be back right after the break.
The Adelaide 36ers again.
Can the Breakers get top speed in November? The road to the championship steps up a gear.
Leave it to the professionals. Mine, proud sponsor of the BNZ Breakers. Tune in on the app or on the program.
It's 48-44. Mormai Hawkeye Mai, welcome back here to Spark Arena. The Breakers up by 4. Going to be an interesting one heading into the second half. Brooke Rusko, come on in again, big fella.
Yeah, talking to both coaches there, CJ Bruden, a man who actually has his number hanging up in the rafters right here, knows this building better than most. But obviously the big thing is look after the ball, protect the ball. We cannot be giving up those. But also there's just a few guys for the Breakers. There's 4 guys, or 3 guys, excuse me, with double digits. Parker Jackson Cartwright's almost there with 9. So he's just going to go at them, try and exhaust them. If they're just going to have 4 guys, go at them, put them through screens, make them get over things and see if they can push the game out like that. On the other end, the Breakers, and talking to Coach Modi, is the effort word. We're so close to everything, but we're just not giving the effort. We almost get a steal, the effort's not there. We almost get a rebound, the effort's not there. So effort is the key thing for the Breakers in the second half.
Thanks, Brooke. Just 5 players have scored in this Breakers lineup. Let's get to Taylor Johnson. Taylor.
Well, before the game, I said that this team needed to get off to a good start, and that is exactly what they did. They're 4 from 5 beyond the arc in that first quarter, but in the second quarter, it kind of came away. They're only 2 from 7, and the key word from the head coach was obviously hesitancy, and that's creeped into their game, so they just need to let that ball fly because they do have the shooters, guys.
Thanks, Taylor. Well, one of the stars of the first half has been Zylan Cheatham. 12 points, he's shooting at 100%, and Casey, he's been on.
Got off to such a good start, really put a lot of pressure. The efficiency with which he's playing, I mentioned before the game, he's a 50, 40, 90 player, and he's living up to that today. 100% from the field, 100% from behind the arc, 75. But it's those highlights and the putting pressure on the rim that I think really forces that Adelaide 36er defense to bend. They need to continue that pressure with what he's doing on the rim to find some more success from behind the arc like they did in that first quarter. That went away a little bit in the second quarter.
Lamb and Delaney both have 12 points. Jackson Cartwright 9, and Rustupicic is the only other Breakers player to score. Is that a slight issue that only 5 Breakers players have scored in the game?
You make some, you miss some. They're getting good looks, but you would like to find a way to get somebody else involved. Not seeing a lot of opportunities from anybody else on the bench. I mean, you talk about only that many players have scored, but only 3 more players than that have actually shot the basketball. But now White 0 for 5, Matthew 0 for 2, Abercrombie 0 for 1.
Yeah, Abercrombie only put out 1 shot in the game so far. Humphrey shakes his head, he's not happy. Wiley, well, that's Cal in fact. Cal rolls it in. That's an impressive finish from Trey Cal.
I like the pressure he's putting on the rim. But he's coming back looking a little bit the worse for wear. There was questions around whether or not he would be available, and he's looking like he's playing in a little bit of pain after that move.
Lamb gives it back to Jackson Cartwright. Creates space for himself so well, doesn't he?
The speed, you have to respect the speed, especially coming off that handoff. You're running so fast to keep pace that when he stops, changes direction, and pulls up, you just can't keep with him.
And now the other end of the court, it's the complete opposite. It's Isaac Humphries.
Oh, nice job. Matthew Inglis thought the handoff was coming, but instead he turns the corner, attacks the rim. Good decision by Humphries, putting pressure on it.
Humphries has been the star of the game for the 36ers, without a doubt. Here's Jackson Cartwright again. That looks sweet from the hand the moment it left.
Well, he didn't get a lot of shots up in the first half, 3 for 8, but it's coming out aggressive here in the third quarter as the Breakers lineup changed. They took Will McDowell-White out of that starting lineup and put Lamb in it to change the look defensively.
Lovely pass into Humphries, who's fouled, I think, by Tom Abercrombie.
Might be Mathiang from behind, and the Sixers want to talk about a goaltend. Looked like a clean block from Thomas Abercrombie from this angle, but perhaps we'll see differently on the replay.
Well, the officials just having a look at it, having a discussion as we have a look at the Harvey Norman replay.
Oh, they're counting it. They have decided that is a bucket. Take another look at it. Nice catch there, despite all the contact. There's the foul. Did that hit the rebound, or was it Tommy blocking? I can't quite tell from that angle. Either way, it doesn't matter now because the Harvey Norman replay tells us it's 2 points after the official said it. 5-point lead for the Breakers. 1 free throw opportunity for Humphries, who's already on 14 points.
Yeah, chance to be the leading scorer in the game now. And he's taken it, 15 points. The game is a 2-pointer. So you see Jackson Cartwright coming down court for Pino, who's out there now. Now Lamb. Barron's gone down. No whistle, though. It's Jackson Cartwright again. His radar was off that time, though. Vasiljevic with the rebound.
Got Trey Kell on the post. Vasiljevic sees it.
Here's Kell. That's a strong move off the glass.
Love the recognition Trey Kell saw. He had Parker Jackson Cartwright on, went to the grindhouse, and DJ looking up. Great point guard play there to feed his teammate. All tied up.
53 apiece. Good start for Adelaide. They've cut that 4-point deficit back to nothing. There's Lamb giving it to Abercrombie in the corner. Good strong rebound play, Jacob Wiley.
Good play there, but the Breakers remain a little bit cold from 3, unable to find that form with consistency.
Humphries, nice gather, working on Pino. Oh, didn't get the roll there. That's unlucky for Isaac Humphries.
Yeah, did all the work, just couldn't find the bucket. Breakers pretty thankful about that.
There's Lamb. Oh, pinching it was Wiley. Oh! That was fantastic block right there from Cheatham. Jackson Cartwright.
He went up high to get that one. Great hustle to get back in the play and take away what was a sure 2 points had he not been there.
He had no right to block that. He was beat for all money right there.
Well, I mean, like his back to the play. Look at that's just unbelievable athleticism. As the offensive player there, Jacob Wiley, he's sure that Cheatham can't make that recovery. His back's to him to be able to turn around and do that. I mean, just phenomenal athleticism on display.
That's Cheatham with the eyes in the back of his head. Okay. So look closely next time you get up close to him. Here's Jackson Cartwright.
I just see the braids, man.
Yeah, man. Well, Wiley gets another rebound at the other end of the court. Here's McCarron. Still locked up. Here at Spark Arena, hope you're enjoying the game.
Mismatch in the post, but they didn't get the ball to Humphries, who's being guarded by Abercrombie.
Now Wiley working on Pino.
It's a bad
taking
possession.
tips. Second time in the game he's taken steps.
Oh, that's a bad possession. They had the mismatch. They had Thomas Abercrombie being guarded by guarding Humphries in the post. Instead, McCarron sits there, waits. Humphries goes up and sets the screen. They switch back. They take away the advantage with their play, and because of that, allow the Breakers to recover.
Jackson Cartwright to Will McDowell-White. He knows there, but Will McDowell-White loses the ball. And Humphries, did that come off him? It did. Oh, Breakers lucky to keep possession.
Yeah, good defense there. Quick hands, knocking it out of Will McDowell-White's hand. And he just couldn't quite keep it. Now 0 for 6 from the field, but still affecting the game with that passing. 5 assists on the day.
Will McDowell-White in his 2 games for the Breakers, 11 points per game at 32%. Just got to keep, I guess, keep your head up. Here's Jackson Cartwright. Lovely pass to Abercrombie. 2 points for Tom Abercrombie.
Excellent vision for PJC. 14 points, now 2 assists to go along with it. Nice cut off the ball. And Vasiljevic goes down hard.
Ooh, Vasiljevic is down and he's slow to get up too.
I think is he asking, not an injury, but I think he's talking about the wet spot. Is it a wet spot that got him? Yeah, it is a wet spot.
He fell down.
Pick 22.
Oh no, he's saying he's gotten pushed. He wants the foul. Yeah, just slips off there. Unfortunate spot for some sweat. Thankfully, he has not come down the worse for wear. No injury there. It's when you go down like that, that groin is a worry.
Exactly right. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Coach Buddy Morris, just dry the floor.
Get on with the game.
Oh, I love it. I love the emotion that he wears on his sleeve out there coaching the game.
Great, isn't he? Here's Wiley. Humphries. Again, Humphries just too strong for the Breakers defense.
Just powers to Dayton Pinot, who is in decent defensive position, but Humphries straight through his chest. 17 points now, just dominant inside the paint, 6 for 9 from the field.
That was like Adam Fanua-Blake. Here comes Finn Delaney. Another three-pointer for Finn Delaney.
Just 3 looks from deep as Trey Kell. He's looking in pain. He's going off the court. Sunday Betch is coming in for him. And Trey Kell III is going straight to the end of the bench and possibly a little bit further. He's going into the locker room right now, so I'm not sure we'll be seeing him.
His head is down. He doesn't look happy. That could be an understatement as well. Kell. Some kind of right leg injury, maybe, as we see McCarron. Humphries forced to come up high for this possession. Shot clock down to 5. It's going to be Humphries. Still going to be 36's ball.
Pinot just enough there, but Humphries loves that matchup. Dan Pinot just does not have the mass to keep Humphries from getting where he wants to go down there on the block.
Quick shot coming from Vasiljevic. It was a low percentage play, that one. And there comes Jackson Cartwright, putting the wheels down. Here's McDowell White. Tino creates space for Will McDowell White, but it's way short. Vasiljevic has got it.
0 for 7 now, Will McDowell White. Good looks, though. He's got a steep shooting.
Vasiljevic. Well, unlike Will McDowell White, Vasiljevic is nailing big threes when his team needs them.
And making 201 threes on the career. He loves shooting against this Breaker squad. 13 points on the night. Can't go under on him, especially that deep underneath that screen. That's too easy a look.
Here's Delaney. They gave Will McDowell White a lot of space. It's a good ball to Delaney. Oh, that was a great plan B option from Finn Delaney.
How about the efficiency that Finn Delaney's playing with? 17 points for him, 7 for 8 from the field, and making great decisions with the ball in hand.
There's Abercrombie a little reaching. The office checking in, Cheatham back in as well. Well, Will McDowell White, let's talk about him a little bit. None from 7 in the game.
I mean, sometimes you make him, sometimes you miss him, but as we see DJ Vasiljevic lose the ball there, slips again. He's frustrated, but he just got to keep playing as Will McDowell White because he can do things like that, start the break, get his teammates involved. And as long as he keeps staying aggressive, I think that's key to the offensive flow for the Breakers.
He's one of those players, he gets the first one, he could end it right there, Casey. This cold run he's on. Jason Kadeen looking to work off Wiley. Here's Galloway. Shot clock down to 4. Nice pass into Galloway, and Will McDowell White comes in from the back fence to concede the foul.
Nice movement without the basketball by Galloway with just 1 second on the shot clock. He didn't stay outside on the perimeter. He moves without it. And Jacob Wiley, unselfish player, he's always looking for that extra pass. He's able to find him there. It's been tough passing the ball. He's got 3 assists. He's also got 4 turnovers, but that one leads to free throw opportunity for Kyron Galloway.
Kyron Galloway, 78th game in his NBL career tonight. It was 2 years at the Breakers. Second season at the 36ers. He has 2 points in the game as we get the 36ers locking up the scores at 60 all, so nothing in this third quarter. It's been tight all the way. Del White. Here's Lamb. Hasn't scored a bucket in this third quarter until now.
aggressive drive on the rim, nice ball movement, forcing the defense to rotate before he gets that opportunity.
Wiley. It's actually out of bounds, he hasn't. Oh, yes.
5th turnover for Jacob Wiley on that one. Just enough defensively from Lamb, but it wasn't the defense that did it, he just drops the basketball.
13 turnovers now for the 36ers, still only 5 for the Breakers in the game. Cal White on Dash. Got a little tip there, Dash, that's good hands from him. Kadee gives it back to Vasiljevic. Oh, hard luck there for Vasiljevic, and Wiley with the offensive rebound, but Delaney's got back.
Might have been a foul there, but great pass to get that initial look. Breakers barely holding on onto the glass.
Here's Lamb for 3. Good strong rebound by Cheatham, and he's fouled. Disappointed he didn't complete the basket there.
He's disappointed about that, but might be the Sixers faithful might be disappointed about this update we've got from Brooke Roscoe. What's the story in Trey Kell?
Not just yet. Looked like a bit of a screw, little corker that he got on the elbow or the shoulder there, was brushing it off, but gave me the A-OK. It looks like he's going to be back in this ball game pretty soon.
Well,
that's good news for the 36ers.
Always good. Never want to see anybody go out with injury, especially a piece that can be as valuable as Trey Kell can be at his best. Today he's got 7 points, 3 for 4 from the field, but hasn't affected the game in a lot of other areas. Just 1 steal, his other stat line out there.
Doesn't look happy, Kell. Cheetah misses the second free throw, but Delaney's got it back for the Breakers. Again, great commitment. Lamb with the quick 3 response, can't nail it.
Look at that hustle.
Cheatham again.
Oh, watch out! Watch out! Watch out! That was close. We talked about highlights. Look at that hustle. He comes out of nowhere, beats 3 Sixers to the basketball, and just is determined to get to that rim. Oh my goodness.
Well, Smith-Milner had no option there but to put his body on the line.
He should have said a Hail Mary because he was about to get consecrated.
Well, free throw shooting's a bit of an issue for the Breakers. They're 9 from 15 in the game. Cheatham's missed his last 2. They've had 3 in a row now, and Smith-Milner's got it back.
Not great for the Breakers today. Came in leading the league, 9 for 16 at 56% now today.
That's giving up 7 points. A little push there from Will McDowell-White.
Especially when you look at the 36ers efficiency from the line, 16 for 17 at 94%. What a day for them, and they are on pace to shoot even more free throws than they average. They are the #1 free throw shooting team in the competition with over, I believe, 18 a game. Yeah, 18.1 free throws per game they shoot. Well, they'll be well above that today.
That's keeping them in the contest. It's giving them a chance, isn't it? So Jason Kadee, hugely experienced player, of course, 375th game tonight in the NBL.
He's just been such a valuable player throughout his career. Of course, he started out in unfortunate fashion with a car accident that delayed him finding his higher level later, but he's contributed to many clubs across this competition and returning to Adelaide this year for some leadership off the bench.
Back to a 1-point game with 2.5 to play in quarter number 3. Bonus point.
Goodness. I give him a point for stylist, a point for flair. Just keep doing it. That is impressive.
It's his 3rd of the game, Casey.
Man, they are killing out of that on ball when they get him on a downhill slope. McDowell-White is looking for that and nothing else.
There, here's Flowers. Oh, stolen by Will McDowell-White. And finally, Will McDowell-White gets on the board.
That's how you get a bucket, play some C, give yourself an easy one. Not quite as flashy as Zylan Cheatham's, but a dunk nonetheless.
Exactly. Doesn't matter how it goes through the hoop. Casey, it's if it goes through. Liafa. I mean, just a little fingernail there on Sunday Dish. Great vision from Will McDowell-White.
Unbelievable athleticism on display there. Tony Smith-Milner's just stuck. He's worried about the penetration. Trey Flowers recovers well, so takes it away, and we take a look at the McDowell-White transition dunk afterwards. Back-to-back fantastic plays by Will McDowell-White. 2 points on 1 for not shooting, but he's got 8 assists against just 1 turnover. That's how you play the point guard position.
Just given the Breakers a little bit more breathing space again. But Smith-Milner looking to get his team close again. Can't get that second free throw. Lamb's got it. Importantly, coming up here for the last 90-odd seconds here for this third quarter. Will McDowell-White.
Good,
He's just getting a little aggressive.
Yeah, good aggressive defense though, Sunday Ditch. Pushing Will McDowell-White off that line. That's how you take away his ability to turn the corner and find Zylan Cheatham for that lob. You have to be physical, push him off the screen, and don't let him have that angle.
Second foul of the game for Dish. McDowell-White. Just can't quite get the clean ball from Will McDowell-White that time, so Breakers turn it over.
Yeah, I think he didn't expect the delivery that early, so wasn't really looking for it. But you got to be ready at all times. Will McDowell-White is looking at everybody.
Gee, there's 2 to the 36ers, and back they come again. They're just like that little mosquito bite on your arm. They keep scratching, but won't go away.
He's taking what they're giving him. They gave him the lane, so he goes all the way to the bucket.
Here's Lamb. Lamb still got it there. Trying to create space for himself, Lamb. He's triple teamed. Almost still got up the shot up.
Well, he's trying to use his strength against the teenager. You know, he's a veteran. He's got a lot of size, a lot of mass on the young fella, so he tried to take him in the grindhouse, but Trey Flowers doing just enough to keep him from getting a good look.
Not plenty for Bruton to think about.
3.6 on the clock. So they got to get a reasonably quick one. Look for Cheatham on the rim.
Cheatham. Oh, got a shot, but he's got it back there, and is he fouled? I think he is.
Well, this last couple of possessions for Cheatham on the offensive glass have been all work, all hustle. I mean, he's completely out of that play. And somehow, with his speed and quickness and anticipation, is able to beat Isaac Humphries to that ball. Isaac Humphries playing defense on the ball. Somebody else has to come in and help him on the glass there. But the effort, the relentlessness of Zylan Cheatham right now is keeping them just barely in this lead.
15 points at 83%. Cheatham's free throw, though, shooting at 6 from 10 tonight. Here's Cheatham with his second free throw.
Well, he's up to 6 for 10 now from the line, finding getting it closer to that way we expect him to shoot. 17 points, 8 boards.
Dish. Humphries rolling off. Here's Flowers. Oh, that was nuts from Trayton Flowers. What a basket.
Young fella. I just like the aggressiveness. I like him when he's making that initial decision and going. He catches, he goes, McDowell-White out of position. Look at that spin moves. Cheatham comes just a little bit too far to take away that baseline, opening up the ability to spin back to the middle for that finish. And a much needed finish for the Sixers here with less than a minute left here in the third.
And this 18-year-old, he can play. Trayton Flowers completes the three-point play. He has 6 points in the game. And back the 36ers come again. 40 seconds left in this third quarter. There's Lamb going quick on Flowers. Too quick.
Well, there it is. That's where they tried to do the possession before. And the quick spin, as we see an almost foul on the alpha, the quick spin keeps the help from getting there on time to help Flowers in the post.
That's Liafa conceding the foul.
Probably got away with one before that, but look at that quick spin. And the quick spin back before the help can get there. That's how Anthony Lamb has gotten himself up to 16 points today.
Cheatham and Lamb. Very, very impressive. Great signings they've been for the Breakers. We're going to really enjoy them this season, I think, Casey, these two guys.
No doubt about it.
Something else. Important free throws again here for Adelaide. Jason Kadee. 21 from 23 in the game now, the 36ers. from the free throw line. So back to a one-point game, and the Breakers have got one last possession to end quarter number 3. Here comes Parker Jackson Cartwright.
Working it down to that all ball. Thomas Abercrombie coming up. Probably a down screen in the other direction after that.
He's just going to be forced to put up the shot himself. And well defended in the end by the 36ers. So no last second play for the Breakers. It's going to be an exciting last quarter, folks, with the Breakers up by just one at three-quarter time, 71-70. Well, we're set for a grandstand finish here at Spark Arena with the Breakers up by just one. 71-70 against this Adelaide 36ers side that won't go away.
71.
Isaac Humphries, the leading scorer for the 36ers with 17. Cheatham and Delaney both have 17 for the Breakers. As we start the last quarter. It'll be tight down the stretch of this one as Delaney gives it back to Anthony Lamb. Lamb just tries, and that looked too easy almost, Casey.
Well done there by Anthony Lamb. Attacking the rim. They need to stay aggressive, put pressure on that back line to try and keep them off the rim.
McCarron struggling to get it to Wiley. Delaney marking up here on Jacob Wiley. And that's good defense by Delaney, no foul. And the Breakers almost turned it over.
Money Moore didn't agree with the no foul.
He didn't. Made it fairly obvious, didn't he, as we see Delaney giving it to Cheatham. He can shoot three-pointers, so Toot and Finn Delaney. Eliafa. Delaney, it's up to him to take the shot now with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And as it comes off, oh, it's Breakers ball. It's Breakers ball.
Well, Cheatham's hustle again. Doesn't get credit for the rebound, but should get credit for the possession. Crashing the glass, refusing to be boxed out, keeping possession with the Breakers.
Cheatham with a quick three-pointer. Oh, not often you see that radar way off.
Might have to shut the door down there on the baseline.
Exactly, someone moved the rim. There goes McCarron. Here's Wiley. Almost lost it again there, Wiley. Messi from the 36ers to start this fourth quarter.
He just seemed a little bit rushed on that possession. He's in a hurry to get that ball to Isaac Humphries. He just needs to take a little bit of time. You can see how disappointed he is with himself. It's been a tough day passing the basketball for Jacob Wiley. That is his 6th turnover of the ball game, just 6 points right now. His season low is 10. Has contributed with 7 rebounds and 4 assists, however, along with 2 steals.
He's shooting at 29%. Now, Cheatham. Something's happened to Zylan Cheatham, who's been helped onto the bench with an injury. So we'll get our reporters onto that in just a moment.
And it looks like they're taking him out to the locker room now. It looks like Zylan Cheatham's day is done.
They've done an ankle or something. We'll get confirmation in just a moment.
Doesn't look like an ankle to me. That looks like a knee. The way he's walking around, very gingerly.
Jackson Cartwright, meantime. Well, it's a big loss for the Breakers. Humphries with the rebound. Here comes Vasiljevic. Trying to get around Lamb. Gives it to Wiley, and he does nail the layup there, 73-72.
Well, huge basket by Wiley. Cheatham comes out of the game, and suddenly it becomes a little easier on the offensive glass for the Sixers.
Well, other players have to step up. As we see Delaney doesn't get the roll this time. Humphries almost has a pinch by Pino.
Humphries with his 10th rebound, double-double now, 17 and 10.
We'll get an update on Zylan Cheatham as soon as we can for you, folks. Wiley, here's McCarron. Shot clock down to 9 again. Vasiljevic with a really long-range attempt. That was amazing.
Deep
as the bone deep.
Deep as the deep blue sea. DJ Vasiljevic, is he out there on the look at that? He's on Mount Everest. He's on the Everest sign out there. Nearly out of bounds. That's not late clock either. There's over 5 seconds left on the clock.
75-73 for the 36ers. Well, this is the first time we've seen the 36ers hit the lead for some time, I think since the first quarter, Casey.
I mean, to me, no coincidence that it happens as Zylan Cheatham goes out of the game. He has been influential here in the second half, keeping them in. He's got 17 points, 8 rebounds, which is actually a season high for him in the rebound department. So to lose him with what looks like for at least the rest of the game, because that did not look good, him limping off the court, it's got to be just really disheartening for the Breakers coaching staff and fellow players.
Well, can the 36ers kick on from this? 7:32 to play. Vasiljevic with that massive three. He has 16 points and he's shooting at 50% in the game. So 75-73 to the 36ers. 2-point game. That was an amazing shot from DJ Vasiljevic. How critical is that going to be? Jackson Cartwright. Here's Delaney. Here's Liafa. Up goes McCarron for the rebound, and it's fallen for Humphries.
Defense picking up for the Sixers. Breakers finding trouble getting some space here in the half court.
McCarron, now Vasiljevic, who blew the game wide open for the 36ers with that amazing three-pointer. Here's Humphries in space. Oh, he's taken steps. Isaac Humphries.
Yeah, just a little impatient. Takes his time a little bit better. He'll be in better shape. He's got such an advantage down there in the low post that he does not need to be in that much of a hurry. Just take his time, get that catch, gather, see what's happening. That's what C.J. Bruton's telling him right now.
Well, the word from Zylan Cheatham is he just pulled up with that injury. It wasn't any awkward-looking incident, Casey. Something just happened.
That's disturbing. That's even more concerning, really.
Here is Jackson Cartwright. Delaney. Shot clock down to 6. Delaney hustling away to try and get the ball back, but it's come off him.
Finn Delaney says no.
Hang on, he wants a challenge.
Oh, it's been. Oh no, he missed it. Coach Modi Moore tried to call a timeout and get the challenge, and he didn't. It'll be interesting to see if he did touch that or not, because it would have been possibly a replay.
Vasiljevic made something from nothing there, and I tell you what, Wiley has got the putback and he's pumped up.
Cheatham's out of the game. He's taken over. They don't have an answer for him athletically right now.
Well, the Breakers have gone stone cold since Cheatham exited the game. Now Lamb trying to get busy here. He's almost lost it. He has lost it. Great hustle from Vasiljevic. And here comes McCarron for the 36ers. This could really hurt. Oh, yes, a great three-pointer. And the 36ers are in control right now.
What a response by the 36ers here in the fourth quarter. As we have a timeout to the Breakers. It was against the Perth Wild, or sorry, in their last timeout against Perth, the Sixers, to get that second win of the season, dominated in that fourth quarter with a 22-13 last term. So far in this one, they're up 7-2.
Oh, make it 10-2 now with that three-pointer to Casey. So 10-2, the 36ers outscoring the Breakers.
The fourth quarter hasn't been great for the Breakers as of late against the Melbourne United. They were playing well. They were right in that ball game, but lost that fourth quarter 33-25. It's looking like a deja vu all over again.
Love that line. Oh, sport's a funny thing, Casey, isn't it? The whole momentum can shift so fast. These last 2 minutes, the 36ers, it's one thing losing their star player out of your opponent, but it's actually taking advantage of it.
But it's not about execution for the Sixers. It's about effort. They've lifted that effort in the last couple of minutes, and they've collected the fruits of their labor. For the Breakers, it is about execution. I don't think they're executing at a high enough level in the half court. They're being forced into more difficult shots. They need to start whizzing that ball around the perimeter a little bit more and finding deeper penetration off the dribble or with the pass.
Well, listening to that timeout from Modi Moore was Taylor Johnson.
Really interesting timeout there. It was the first time I've really seen Modi quite reserved. He actually said, guys, we've got the team to do it. We just need to calm down, play our own game. If nothing is on, look for Leafa, look for our playmakers.
Well, Lamb starts off after that timeout in good fashion. Taylor, thank you. Has the lead back to 5.
Had the mismatch down there in the post and right to him. Good attack. Didn't need to move the ball around that much because they liked what they got on the first pass.
Lamb with that basket has 20 points. He's leading all scorers in the game. Vasiljevic, a fadeaway this time. It's short. And Pino. It's going to come off the big fella, or is it going to be... It is going to be Breakers' ball.
No, it's going to stay with the Sixers, I believe.
Yeah, Sixers.
No, good hustle there by Pino, but the rebounds, the thorn in the Breaker side all season, last in the competition in rebounding. The Sixers are taking advantage now, 33-24, the difference in Adelaide's advantage.
Aaron struggling to inbound it, and he's lost it straight away. And here comes McDowell White on the charge. 3-on-2. No foul called by the officials. Wiley gets the ball and dish. Again, Vasiljevic. Oh, he's heating up beyond the arc.
Oh, he likes this building. He likes it a lot. 6 for 13 from the field, 19 points. He's got 4 boards. He's got 5 assists, contributing all over the place.
Yeah, his fourth three-pointer right there at a critical time again. Just under 5 to play. Here's Jackson Cartwright. That's a lovely basket. Roscoe, over to you, Pickfella.
Yeah, I follow Simon Cheatham all the way back into the locker room. He could put no weight onto that right. It will look like an Achilles. I don't want to speculate too far, but could put nothing through it. And the last thing that you want to hear from a Breakers fan is if he's going to be in or out at what is going to happen for the rest of the season. But I can pretty much guarantee there's been no movement backstage, and he won't return for this game.
Vasiljevic. Wiley gets the offensive rebounds. And he tips it in on a second occasion, and Wiley, he's firing those guns.
Well, up to 12 points now, had just taken over in this fourth quarter since Simon Cheatham has gone to the bench.
Vasiljevic gives away the Foul, a pretty soft one there too.
Well, he had his hand caught in there, and he's trying to say that Anthony Lamb had him blocked, but Anthony Lamb had caught the ball. So take a look at the Harvey Norman replay. Look at Jacob Wiley working his way into the game. Not playing great. 6 turnovers I mentioned earlier, but now 12 points, 11 rebounds. Picking it up, that's a season high in the rebound department for Jacob Wiley now, his first double-double of the year, and has absolutely dominated this fourth quarter.
He's had a fantastic second half as well. Lamb, the free throw shooting for the Breakers continue to be an issue in this match. 11 from 19 now. Well, it is back to a 7-point game.
And those 8 missed free throws, the difference compared to the 22 for 24 from the line, which the Sixers are.
Smith-Milner getting out of that double team nicely. This is Dash. Dash. That was very nice off the glass.
Strong. That is weight room, baby. Just straight through Parker Jackson Cartwright. Couldn't do anything about it.
9-point game. Breakers led by 1 at 3/4 time, remember. Here's more McDowell White. He's not feeling it from 3-point range in this game.
Came off that first screen, could have taken it if he felt confident. He didn't. He got it back, forced to shoot, couldn't hit it.
Smith-Milner. All rotation is confident now from the 36ers.
Oh, what a way to get off the shot on the run. Just horizontally moving, not even really jumping, but gets it up. I think they're going to replay that. I think that's going to be challenged. No, not a challenge, sorry. Just a timeout to Coach Muddy Ward.
Well, what do you think his key message should be right now, Casey?
No, sorry, I was incorrect. It is a coach's challenge. They're coming over right now to take a look at it. Well, the key message right now is, first and foremost, box out. They're giving up 10 offensive rebounds. They're losing the glass 37 to 24. And secondly, on offense, get some movement. Where's the movement? It's stagnant. It's stuck in one place. They got to go around. Taking another look at where this foul is. Now, the bucket's going to count regardless, but you may be able to take away a push. And you see the hand there. That's going to be a whistle. I don't see anything. I don't think there was a lot in it that forced the contact, but the hand's there, and I think that's going to be enough to keep this foul, or this call from being overturned. Yeah, I don't see how that's going to be swapped around. That's going to be the loss of the challenge for the Breakers. As we take a look at official Chris Reed here.
Coach's challenge is unsuccessful. The ball on pink 70 stands. We are shooting 2 shots.
All right. So the foul is going to go on Delaney.
Well, 9 points, 3 minutes. The 36ers just need to take care of the basketball and stretch out possessions. If they can make every possession a 20-second possession for them, they've got 6 of them in there total. Can the Breakers find enough pace with this deficit they're facing, which will possibly be 10 if DJ Vasiljevic is able to hit this and get himself up to 20 points.
Interesting lineup, 2 out there too. Abercrombie, Delaney, Lamb, Jackson Cartwright, and Will McDowell White is out there. Well, Vasiljevic is in the zone in this game. 20 points he has.
One thing that's been surprising to me here in this second half, we haven't seen any of Mengo Matiang. They've been getting smashed around on the glass a little bit. Matiang started the game, but he's played less than 10 minutes today.
Yeah, it's telling. So back to an 11-point game, the biggest margin of the game. Here's Jackson Cartwright kicking it out. That's good ball rotation. Abercrombie nails the 3.
Well, that's what they need. Move that ball around, force the 36ers to chase the basketball. Gets the 3, 8 points the difference. Need to string together stops.
McCarron. Here's Wiley. Now Vasiljevic. Breakers' defense is going to have to be watertight for the rest of this game. Shot clock down to 6. Oh, he just can't stop nailing those long 3-range pointers. Let's get back to Brooke Rusco.
Yeah, to keep the bleeding going for the Breakers here. I'm looking at a devastated Zylan Cheatham. He's in a moon boot right now. I don't want to speculate and say what it is, but he's in a moon boot, struggling to put any way through that right foot. And he's looking devastated at the moment.
Long-range attempt is missed by Jackson Cartwright. Thanks, Brooke. And it's the 36ers game now with an 11-point margin with 2 to play.
That might have been the last gas. DJ Vasiljevic, he's going to work this clock all the way down to the bottom. He doesn't want the screen. He doesn't want to bring that second defender.
Mitch McCarron. Now there's a 3-second violation.
Well, don't mind guys sitting in the lane that long, but that's unfortunate. Still got that shot clock down to about 6 or 5 seconds. And that's the key for the Sixers now with this 11-point lead. They just need to stretch those possessions out, looking for their first winning streak of the season, and CJ Bruton can taste it.
He was grooving to the music too, I think, right there.
He'll be grooving to the music if they get that dub.
Lamb's not going to nail that 3 in this. Abercrombie. That's a foul.
And that's going to be just about all she wrote. If he hits these two, just 2 minutes left in this game, Coach Muddy Moore. Desperate times for the Breakers here on their home court.
Yeah, look, the body language not good for Modi Moore now, is it?
Well, you can see the energy's been sucked out of this building. The Sixers have been dominant in the fourth, 22 to 10.
It's incredible. Oh, there's a steal from Anthony Lamb. Now there's a glimmer of hope for the Breakers with 1:45 to play. The margin is 9, the deficit is 9. And full court pressure coming too.
Parker Jackson Cartwright leads the league in steals, gets the foul there. Only 1 steal on the day. Well beneath his average of 4. A little bit of biffo. Mitch McCarron doesn't like whatever was said there between himself and Finn Delaney.
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to get you away.
I'm trying to.
I know.
Mate, he ran under me. I'm trying to catch him.
Yeah, it's control, okay?
Nice job by the officiating crew.
6-6, blocking foul.
Make sure nothing untoward happens. Didn't quite see what started that. I think it was just Finn Delaney being a bit of a nuisance, being an agitator. But then again, I didn't see it, so that's speculation.
Exactly.
Too much speculation between me and Brooke right now.
Here goes McCarron. That's good defense by the Breakers. Here's Lamb. Another very clever layup, and CJ Bruton's going to stop the play right there, call a timeout, and just cool the engines a touch.
This reminds me of a joke my daughter told me.
And?
When is a door not a door? When it's ajar. And its name is slightly ajar right now. Back to 7. The Breakers got themselves a chance.
Did she come up with that one herself?
If she did, she's a genius.
Exactly. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, my daughter's a genius. Your daughter's a genius.
That might surprise me. No, she's a very smart girl. Very smart girl.
7-point game. Lamb with 25 points with that layup.
Well, looking at the clock, 1:29, there's basically 4 possessions left in this ball game if they're stretched out. We know that the Sixers are going to use up about 48 seconds. That means the Breakers need to get 2 stops and try and string 7 points together in the other 45 seconds. Not impossible. Stranger things have happened, but not too many. But 7 points now, 1:29 to go. I'll put the ball in the hands of DJ Vasiljevic, letting him go to work from the top of the key. I don't even want the on ball to come because I don't want to give the Breakers a chance to double and get in those passing lanes again. When that second defender comes onto the ball, it's when the 36ers have struggled here in the fourth quarter. Up to 20 turnovers now for them.
Well, the game's still very much alive, particularly if the Breakers can get another turnover. Here's McCarron. Oh, he's throwing it out of court. There you go.
Brilliant work rotationally by the Breakers. They were out of position. Mitch McCarron might have wanted to put more pressure, but he held up. And that gave the Breakers a chance to get back in the passing lane. Still alive.
There's still a bit of time left in this one. So I think the Breakers can execute here.
Offense for defense sub. Tohi Smith-Milner coming in for Isaac Humphries.
Jackson Cartwright. Step back three-pointer. Gonna drop. And Kadi.
The Breakers with no presence on the offensive glass.
Lamb concedes the foul.
Just a fourth foul of the quarter on the Breakers. For not shooting free throws just yet. Isaac Humphries checks back in the ball game. The offense and defense sub continues. Shot clock will stay at 20 seconds with 1:11 to go.
McCarron with the inbound play. Kadi. It's going to go on Jackson Cartwright, that foul.
And they are in the bonus. Which means you need to make some noise. Make some noise.
So Jason Kadi goes to the line. He's 4 from 4 tonight.
What's he got in those veins? Is it ice water? It is. No effect on Jason Kadi. 7 points. He's been perfect from the free throw line, and he continues to do so. 6 for 6, 1 for 1 from the field.
36 is 28, 26 and 28 from the line in this game. Adele White goes baseline, kicks it out. Tough pass there for Jackson Cartwright. Lamb.
Offensive foul for the kick out on Anthony Lamb. Jason Kadi really closed the space well, challenged that without fouling, and Anthony Lamb extended that leg trying to get the contact and was hopeful for the whistle. Instead, offensive foul with that kick out in a place that is not super comfortable to be kicked in. As Jason Kadi is able to recover. Anthony Lamb thinking that the space was closed and that he wasn't given enough space to have a landing zone, but that's not the way the crew saw it. 25 points for Lamb on the day. Has been solid in his Breakers home court debut. But cloud hanging over this game for the Breakers with the medical condition of Xylon Cheatham.
Yeah, the game changed the moment that happened, didn't it?
Instantly. Jacob Wiley absolutely took it over when Cheatham left.
Will McDowell White. There's a foul from Vasiljevic. Just to stop the fast break.
Just the second foul of the quarter, so a very smart professional foul there. But it's possible that this is going to be unsportsmanlike. Did he make a play for the ball? They're discussing it right now, and you can see the concern on DJ Vasiljevic's face.
No.
Not unsportsmanlike. They take another look at it. We can see it here as well. Yeah, he's pretty lucky.
I agree.
He made a late play for the ball, but that was completely purposeful to stop that break one-on-one. Well, the Sixers just trying to hold on. Just this 48 seconds cannot go fast enough. CJ Bruton and the Adelaide 36ers faithful.
It's a loose pass, and Kadi ends it right there, and he gets fouled as well. It's a big win here for Adelaide and Auckland.
Heads-up play, Jason Kadi first being in the passing lane, then getting the foul. Look at the joy on this Sixers squad. They have been through some tough times to start the year. Anticipation in that lane, gets a steal, then he finds the contact, gets the layup. 2 for 2 for the field, 10 points now, perfect from the line. A chance to make it 7 for 7 if he hits this one here and put this game in the freezer.
Yeah, he's a veteran player these days, Jason Kadi, but that was very clever play from him. Completes the three-point play. He has 11 points. And this has been a very good last quarter for Adelaide. They've outscored the Breakers by 13 points. Vasiljevic comes up with the ball again for the 36ers.
Well, Breakers need to start thinking count back. They can't just foul. But this game is well and truly in the freezer. Oh, Mo's got the lob pass shot. Only miss of the day for Jason Cadu.
Well, he's having fun out there, and rightly so too. Well, the Breakers have to get their skates on. Their next game comes up. They're just a couple of days back in Australia, and that will be this game for the 36ers. A very good win for them here in Auckland. 97-85. They trail by 1 at the end of the third quarter. And there is the MVP, DJ Vasiljevic. 24 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and he was critical with his skills in the last quarter. So a 12-point win for the 36ers here in Auckland.
And depending on your tickets, make sure you get them from Ticketmaster.co.nz.
97-85, the full-time score. Great last quarter for the Adelaide 36ers, who pulled back a 1-point deficit to win by 12 points. So this has been a very big win from the third of the season from 8 games, and it just keeps them in contention, doesn't it, in the early stages of this season. It's moved them up into the top 6. But the Breakers dropping to 1-3 now, and of course compounded, of course, with that injury to Zylan Cheatham.
That's a big concern right now. The win-loss record isn't great, but you can recover from that. They've only played 4 games. But what they're going to do about Zylan Cheatham, if he's going to be okay. Taking a look at upcoming games, we have the Breakers game there tonight. The Hawks and the Taipans coming up next. Jack Jumpers versus United, starting off your Friday.
So there it is from Auckland. It's the 36ers winning 97-85.